Long ago, in a peaceful place called Silence Forest, the stars watched over every tree, every animal, and every dream. But one mysterious night, something impossible happened. The stars began to disappear. One by one, their lights faded from the sky. Soon, only a lonely moon remained. The animals looked up in shock. The rabbits froze in the meadows. The deer stopped grazing. Even the owls fell silent. Then, suddenly, a brilliant golden star blazed across the heavens. It streaked through the darkness like a river of light, and far beyond the mountains, it fell from the sky. No one knew what it meant, but deep inside the forest, a young fox named Finn felt something extraordinary begin. Finn was not like the other foxes. While others spent their days playing and exploring, Finn dreamed of adventure. He imagined hidden treasures, ancient mysteries, and journeys to places no animal had ever seen. Most animals laughed. "You're too small," they said. But Finn never stopped believing. When he saw the falling star, his heart raced. Perhaps this was the adventure he had been waiting for. The next morning, Finn hurried to visit Elder Willow, the wisest owl in the forest. When she heard about the falling star, her eyes grew wide. She opened an ancient book. Inside was a forgotten legend. Long ago, a magical star spirit named Lumina protected the dreams of the world. But a dark wind once tried to steal her light. Only a powerful crystal heart kept the darkness away. The legend warned, if Lumina ever fell from the sky, brave hearts would be needed to restore her light. Finn knew exactly what he had to do. No great adventure could be completed alone. First came Daisy, a clever rabbit who loved solving puzzles. Then came Bruno, a kind bear with great strength and an even greater heart. And finally, Pip, a tiny hummingbird whose courage was much bigger than her size. Together, they set off toward the distant mountains, toward the mystery, toward the fallen star. Their journey soon brought them to a strange, glowing river. But this was no ordinary river. Its waters showed not reflections, but fears. Finn saw himself forgotten and alone. Daisy saw herself lost forever. Bruno saw himself failing his friends. Even little Pip saw her courage disappear. The river whispered frightening words. For a moment, nobody moved. Then Bruno smiled. These are only fears. And together, step by step, they crossed the river. As night approached, they entered a forest wrapped in silver mist. The trees whispered, "Turn back. You will fail. You are not brave enough." The voices echoed all around them. Bruno covered his ears. Pip trembled. But beneath the whispers, Finn heard something else. A faint cry for help. A voice filled with sadness. The voice of Lumina. They followed the sound deeper into the darkness, and soon the forest released them. At last they reached the mountain. Hidden inside was a magnificent crystal cave. Golden light danced across the walls, and there stood Lumina. Beautiful, radiant, glowing like a living star. Behind her floated a giant crystal heart. But something was terribly wrong. A great crack ran through its center. Its light flickered weakly, and outside, dark clouds began to gather. Then Lumina revealed the truth. The crystal heart could only be healed through a selfless act. Someone must give up the thing they desired most. Finn understood immediately. All his life he had dreamed of becoming a famous hero. Now he had a choice: keep his dream or save the stars. Finn smiled and gently placed his paw upon the crystal heart. I choose to help others. Golden light burst across the cave. The crack began to heal. The darkness vanished, and the crystal heart became whole once again. A wave of brilliant light rushed into the sky. One by one, the stars returned. Hundreds, thousands, millions. The night sparkled brighter than ever before. The forest glowed with wonder. The animals cheered, and high above them all, Lumina shone once again. Later, Finn sat quietly beneath the stars. "I gave up my dream," he whispered. Elder Willow smiled. "No, Finn. You gave up becoming a famous hero." She pointed toward the shining sky, and became a real one. Finn looked up. The stars sparkled softly. For the first time, he understood. The greatest treasure was never fame. It was friendship, kindness, courage, and helping others. And from that night forward, whenever the stars shined above Silence Forest, they told the story of the little fox who saved the sky. The end. Moral of the story: true heroes are not those who seek glory. True heroes are those who choose kindness, courage, and friendship when it matters most. Star Paw Print. Thank you for joining Finn and his friends on this magical adventure. If you enjoyed stories filled with friendship, courage, magic, and wonder, don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel for more magical stories and adventures, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next journey. Until next time, keep believing in kindness, courage, and the magic of dreams. See you in the next adventure.